You must be.
Hello, can you hear us now? I gotta do my intro gag over again. We got audio. Hooray! We are monitoring chat here, so Dave, do I do the joke over again?
Well, yes, because no one heard it, and I enjoyed it.
I was just saying to Dave how, like, as we know and as I talked about on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, that a couple weeks ago, words. As you know, a month ago, I got a new car.
Yeah.
And I kind of, it's great having a new car. It's a nice feeling, and it's also like, well, that process was interesting. What's the process like elsewhere? So, I tried getting cars like through CarMax and through like Auto Trader, going to Craigslist. That wasn't fun. Dealer, just a whole bunch of different ways. The problem is I have a lot of vehicles now. I think I have car owner virus. Oh no, I'm touching my face. Hi everybody, I'm Boater.
I'm Dave Mann.
And through the rest of the episode, we are going to try to do what the CDC recommends, and that is to not touch our faces.
Or lick our hands to turn pages.
Under penalty of a bean-boozled bean.
Because there's a couple left.
Yes. So that, we're not actually discussing the topic of that. It was just like, well, that would be an interesting thing. Because, like, yes, I work in retail. And we are really well stocked up on hand sanitizer, and I'm hyper conscious of all of this. And like I touch my face a lot, and I notice now, and it bothers me.
So
I wanted to share my pain.
If you see Boater or I touch our faces, the lean, the scratch, the poke, the pick, whatever it is, make sure in chat that we are called out for it. But we've got some cool stuff to talk about today, and I'm very excited to share with you guys, because today is March 10th. Or if you write it out, it's MAR 10, or Mario. Mario Day.
Mario Day.
Vladi93, I just touched my face.
Vladdy just...
Step it!
Vladdy just lost the game, and so did the rest of us.
Some of our, not necessarily anyone who views this program, but some of our cohorts in Insane Games TV, not that they should tune into this program, but they wouldn't know about that. I know Flair Logan, before his departure, I mentioned that once, and he goes, "What's that?" And I just said,
yeah, but he was like 7.
Yeah, he was. That's why he had to go back.
That's why return to sender. We have the receipt. I would like my money back. Fine, I'll take store credit.
I miss you, Logan. I miss you. Saturdays just have not been the same, but a lot of exciting news going on, and Mario Day. So thanks to regular viewer and mod of my channel, Vladi93, who has extensive Mario knowledge. He has helped me craft a best of 3 tournament for Mario Day.
Okay.
The only thing I wanted to ask everyone in chat, which is when we throw in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, there is one track, one race. What track are we using? Make your voices heard in chat. You guys watching right now are the ones that are going to decide upon that track.
So hold on, we're gonna be playing Mario games today.
Yes.
I did not know this, and I have next to no experience with Mario games. Oh boy.
It's fun, and it's Mario Day. What else are we going to
Yeah,
play?
I know. I also know that we have a vast dearth of topics.
So, getting started on those, some unfortunate news, and especially for you, Boater.
Oh no.
Deus Ex Mankind Divided and Shenmue 1 and 2 are leaving the Xbox Game Pass 1 week from now. So, if you have not yet gotten to play those on Game Pass, I heavily recommend them. They're a lot of fun. Boater, don't you have a playthrough of Mankind Divided on your channel?
Sort of. I did a stream, and then I just put up half-hour chunks of the stream. It's not quite as well polished as the playthrough of Deus Ex Human Revolution, but that's fine, because neither is the game.
Burn!
I preferred Human Revolution. Mankind Divided is fine. I actually should play it again, just for like fairness sake, for all that.
There is Rainbow Road in Mario Kart 8. But, so unfortunately, Game Pass is going to be losing Deus Ex Mankind Divided and Shenmue 1 and 2.
Yep.
You don't have enough time now to play all three of those games, especially if you want to collect all the things in the markets in Shenmue 1 and 2. But make sure you get to play some of those if you have Game Pass, because they're fun.
And when it leaves Game Pass, the game will stay on your Xbox. But it will be unplayable until you drop the $19.99 or whatever in the market. It won't automatically delete, and then you pay your $20 and you gotta go through re-downloading and whatever. Your game saves will still be there. It's not the end of the world. It's just losing out on a couple of good games to be able to
Now
play.
for $10 a month, you will have 3 less immersive and
There's
immense
still a
games.
ton of games on the service, though.
While we're on the topic of games, this goes along with MLB The Show will be on all of the consoles, and so now Microsoft and Sony aren't necessarily going to be feuding over baseball. 2K, the game company that made sports upon sports, will make NFL games for the first time in 16 years, starting next season.
Okay, because the last one was, I remember actually, it was like NFL 2K6, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, exactly correct.
I also did the math. You said 14 years. But I was trying to think. It's like, I actually don't remember. Yeah, because I was working video game retail at the point of time where our shelves were full of Madden, but just next to those, almost as full of 2K.
So this is going to be an interesting thing coming in the future, because EA and EA's Madden whatever year will have competition, like straight competition for the first time in, again, 14 years.
A while, decade and a half. And so, like, there's always the, oh, wow, they're not doing enough with the license. Are they, doing what they can? And with someone else having the license, then it's give it a year to let them find their legs again. But then, do a straight comparison of the 2022 games.
What's up, Nightwing? And so EA released its own statement about the newly announced deal, stressing the terms of an exclusive license. Quote, EA Sports is an exclusive publisher of the NFL simulation games, and our partnership with the NFL and the NFL Players Association remains unchanged. Our agreements have always allowed for non-exclusive development of non-simulation games on various platforms. So, it may not be a straight-up on the field at Foxborough, the Patriots Stadium game, but it will feature a game featuring NFL likenesses, players, personalities, or things like that.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I'm interested just because this is now the days of mini games and spin-offs. And, I could use an NFL Monster Truck game. I really could, and I would play it for at least 10 minutes. Could you imagine an NFL truck simulator? You have to get the equipment from this stadium to this stadium before kickoff.
Wow.
It'll be so good. Please make that.
No, just huck the team in the trailer. Just pile them in. Off you go.
All right, secondary, get in there. We didn't buy your plane tickets. We don't care. And now, for our main event of the POGAM, our Nintendo news. And
before we get to the Nintendo news, Dave, I just need to know progress now that we're about 10 minutes into the program. On a scale of 1 to 10, how badly do you need to touch your face right now? Scratch something. Okay, yeah, I'm at about a 3.
I mean, I incidentally started to lean on my face, but then I remembered, oh yeah, that's not bad.
The football field is a truck.
Geriatric NFL, you can only play retired players. You mean the once a year game where they get the retired players?
I actually a football game of playing retired players, which isn't a thing that happens, and have them like doing a barbecue at the park kind of thing, and playing football at the park, but hyper realistic graphics.
Can Reggie Bush flip a better burger than?
No, those are the mini games.
So. I pardon me, but there was an article today that a statement released by Sony, and it does pertain to a topic that we have talked about quite a bit.
Okay.
Sony said that it had no plans to release PlayStation games at the same time on PC.
Yeah. And so this ties into we mentioned last week how the Final Fantasy remake will come to PC exactly 1 year after it hits PlayStation. And it kind. That's kind of a weird thing for them to have to feel like they have to come out and say. I mean, if it's a Sony game, if they pay for timed exclusivity, yeah, that's fine. I'm totally fine with timed exclusivity being a thing, as long as they're upfront about it. I'm actually excited that they're more like, yes, these games are eventually going to make it to PC. Like 100%. If God of War made it to PC, I'd be all over it.
I like also the idea that they're not going to rush out a PC port that requires 1.5 billion bug fixes on day one.
Yeah, because
more so than usual.
PC can be a lot harder for debugging because of the variance of hardware and software environments and stuff like that. So, although honestly, I feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot because they also announced that. I don't think they announced it, but there's been rumors at least flying around that there will be a couple different levels of PlayStation right out the gate. And I don't mean like, when the Xbox 360 had different levels of hard drive. I mean like the PS4 Pro versus the PS4 are still both PS4s, and they both play PS4 games, but there's different hardware levels. And they're doing this right out the gate with the PS5. Again, I forget if this was an official announcement or if it was like a rumor, but like, it's a console. Keep it the same for the generation, and then improve it after that.
Amen.
Gone are the days of, this is the Nintendo 64, this is what you're stuck with for 7 years.
Until we send an expansion pack out.
Okay, bad example. This is the PlayStation.
I think gone are the days where the companies aren't going to tinker.
Yes.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
And you see that in software too. So like, PC games would get patches occasionally, like Age of Empires or whatever. And I mentioned that example, and I'll come back to that later on. Games would get patches certainly on PC, but when it was out on console, it was out and it was done. And a fair amount of PC games did that as well. Once we got to, I would say, 2 generations ago with the PS3 and the Xbox 360, there was the expectation that machines at least could always be online.
Yeah.
Like, yes, the original Xbox had Xbox Live, and there was a modem for the PlayStation 2. But, like, post-game support...
A 14-pound fan.
Post-release support was not a thing. No, the fan was different.
That's the only thing I remember about the modem, was you would take the back off the PlayStation and plug in like this enormous hunk of plastic with another fan on it.
Also reminds me of like the Xbox 360, that because it had the issue with overheating, there would be the aftermarket fans you'd put on there that would actually damage your system because it would mess with the airflow and damage the fans in the system itself. Good job. My problem is no one's going to design games around PS8K. They'll be scaled down to the lowest model, so it won't matter anyway. The thing is that there will be things that... And here's the issue that I have with that. I played Control on Xbox One, not the X. I had to think of what it's called. Not an Xbox One X, just an Xbox One. And it is obvious, like, it is Xbox One X optimized. loading times for it, like in between, like when you die or when you go to level a level,
Yeah.
are close to 2 minutes.
Yikes.
And if you run around fast enough in the level, you run out of level loading and you can just fall into the abyss as stuff is trying to load up. It was optimized for the higher end thing. And does it play on the lower end one? Yes, but they're going to take advantage of optimizations and may leave the lower level stuff behind. And that's not what a console should be, in my opinion. And if it was, there's like with PC, yes, it may be optimized for you to have all the latest $1,500 graphics cards and whatever, but you have the option to turn down difficulties and stuff. Not difficulties, detail. And so in Control, you can turn off motion blur, you can turn off a few things like that, but that doesn't affect the rate at which textures load in, because texture loading is the big thing right now. A lot of things are using really high resolution textures that look gorgeous and taking some of the pressure off of processors that are doing live lighting. They bake some of that into the textures, which makes the textures a lot longer to load. And so again, by bringing in all these 8K textures or whatever, it is going to make things really rough on the lower end models. And Microsoft is probably going to follow them right out the gate with the Xbox Series X, Series 1X,
Series X.
Series X.
The Xbox floopity doopity, until I have one in my hands, is what I'll call it. So, popular place, and we are open, by the way, for business at Insane Games. So if you ever want a guest spot on,
Call
on
into
any
the
of our
show,
programs,
except don't.
an interesting team up on Nintendo's ever-growing amass of constituents, cohort, and co-conspirators that they have. Lego and Nintendo are going to be making Lego Super Mario. It's going to be... There was a brief video showing something to do with it, but it looks like they're going to be doing, like, I'm guessing something game related, but at the same point, it's probably more like Lego sets with Mario's name on them that aren't like Duplo quality. Not to poop on
exactly.
like, or Mega Bloks quality. Not to poop on Mega Bloks if you grew up with them, but you grew up with the inferior product. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's Lego is the brand name of plastic building block kind of thing, and so yeah, that's what they'll do. So they're gonna be making Lego sets of various. Have they said what Nintendo properties? Is it just gonna be Mario? Is it?
I think it's to start. It's going to be Super Mario.
Super Mario.
Only. So you're going to see your Peach, Bowser, Toad, possibly Luigi, and Yoshi.
Why?
Nope.
Damn it.
No, as much as it hurts me, my boy will probably be misrepresented unless they make a Mario Party or a Mario Tennis version of the set, and then in which case he will be all wow over it. Speaking of moves that make you go wah, our friend Reggie.
No. Before that, like, so Lego Super Mario is interesting. Its aesthetic definitely lends to it. Especially when it comes to like recreating, like it'd be really cool if they have a way to like recreate levels, like if they have a bit that's recreating like a classic Mario level, and you know they have a way, if you do studs not on top, if they have like a base plate that has like the painted sky whatever on it, and then you have the stud out kind of things on the base plate that you then stand up and you can make like a diorama of the level, that'd be really cool. That's not how they're gonna do it, because Lego officially doesn't do studs not on top almost exclusively, but also known as snot. It's a thing. But cool ideas, and I want to see someone else do it. Go ahead.
So, once again, moves that make you think, wah!
You just really want to get that out there.
I absolutely have to get out as much Waluigi propaganda as I can while I have a live microphone. Our friend, Reggie, many successes, was the head of Nintendo of America.
Dave, how do you pronounce his surname?
It's Reggie Fils-Aimé?
Fils-Aimé.
Fils-Aimé. Reggie Fils-Aimé is going to be reginating it up on the board of directors of GameStop. I know! That's why I got really excited when I saw the article, and I also got really sad because now when I see Reggie, I'm going to have to remember that he's representing an evil giant corporation, but not the one that I was okay with being an evil giant corporation.
Another one.
Another one, but but one that doesn't necessarily put the customer first, and that's why they have to call in the Reginator.
Do you mean the same GameStop that is like, what if we make like a social internet cafe / coffee shop as a concept store to try to get people into our stores?
The very same.
Which is like, okay, I like the idea of that, but most places where there is a GameStop, there are also independent shops and game stores and stuff where that kind of need is already fulfilled. Yes, there are places that don't have a community gaming space, a hobby shop that they can go and sit down at a computer or like play board games with people in person.
Yeah.
Not every community has that, but a lot of those communities also aren't big enough for a GameStop. They're big enough for a Walmart.
You can't have it on both ends, GameStop.
They're big enough for a Walmart the next town over.
Loudville can't be small enough, too small to have a GameStop, but then not big enough.
Yeah. That's another topic. I like where your heart is at, GameStop. It smells of desperation.
Oh, yes.
But let's see how it goes, at least.
They're going to be adding Bill Simon, another retail business executive, and PetSmart's CEO to the reshuffle and adding them to the board.
Hold on, you say board. Do you mean that they just, like, dartboard to grab people? Like, all right, cool, we're getting Reggie Fils-Aimé and the PetSmart guy and the Pets.com puppet and... Who was that again? Was he convicted? Okay, hold on, pull that dart back. Like, well, how do they choose these people?
I'm guessing it's anybody that will still pick up the phone when they say hello, this is GameStop, and then doesn't hang up on them.
Okay.
Because Reggie's really nice, and so he would be like, no, it's fine.
Yeah. Hi, this is GameStop. We'd like your expertise, and we'll pay you $3.25.
Oh, I bet they're shelling out a pretty penny for these business experts, because I bet
that's where the money goes. It doesn't go to trades.
It's probably not, but to this end, if this brain trust of someone who runs a successful business in a very competitive area, someone that used to head up one of the most successful electronics branches in all of just the world, and I don't know who Bill Simon is, but I have a feeling that if he's friends with Reggie and J.K. Simonak, I can't pronounce that guy's either, the PetSmart CEO, that they've also probably got it. But this is kind of the death knell. That if they can't make this team work to get the redesign, this will be the time when, unfortunately, and it is unfortunate that people will start losing jobs. And stores are going to start closing up.
As much as, like, there's this kind of dichotomy of, I want this bad thing to fail, but it is going to be bad for the people that are in that bad thing. It's a similar thing to this movie looks awful and disrespects the source material or whatever. I want this movie to bomb, but at the same time, it's like, this game company has been doing awful things to its developers with crunch time and everything like that, and I don't want them to get rewarded for it. But we know that the first ones to take the fall are going to be those self-same developers. So here, when GameStop starts going under, Reggie Fils-Aimé is not going to feel the pinch. It's going to be the people the next plaza over. It's going to be the people up at the one in Queensbury. It's going to be the store levels that feel it first.
Yep. Nightwing goes, they were like, who has money and might not hate us? And that's who they found.
I will be right back. It is a little chilly in here. I'm going to go grab a sweater. I promise I am not going off screen just so I can touch my face. I'm not going to do it at all. Back in a second.
While you're doing that, I'm going to search... Bill Simon. William Edward Bill Simon Jr., born June 20th, 1951. American businessman and politician, and do not care anymore.
What are you trying to find more of these people that are on this board?
I'm just looking at who this dude is. Oh, this might not be the same person. All right, thank God. Yep.
Yeah, that was the one that I said they pulled back off of the dartboard.
That, I mean, probably in the article accidentally. Demon Dragon, that sounds like someone who will touch their face off camera would say.
I did not. I did not.
I did not touch it. I did not.
I did not.
All right.
Oh, hi, podcast.
Oh, hi, stream. So, folks watching at home, today is Mario Day, and I know that Boulder and I, as much as we give off the non-threatening vibes of two dudes with glasses that don't beat our chests as much on camera as everybody else does.
I'll allow him putting on the glasses. It's an indirect face touch, but, you know.
But I didn't touch my own face. The glasses touched the fotch.
Yeah, but see, the glasses are touching your face. That's very... All right, what do we got?
So, regular of my programs and friendo of mine and friendo to the Boulderbug channel.
Community question. Do we want to do that at the end of the episode?
I think we'll end with a community question
Okay.
just to get this section in and out. Helped me
Always
concoct
wear a wrist strap.
a devious Mario challenge for Boulder and I to play, starting with a game that Boulder was not necessarily all that much a fan of.
So people may or may not like. I didn't grow up with a Nintendo console, so Mario games to me are very much like I've played them before, but I will never say that I'm good at them. Oh, hey, we're over here now. Hi. I blew up.
Yeah, we'll watch Boner,
Hi.
I guess.
Hi. I don't know about that because people won't be able to see you touching your face over there, and I will be too busy focusing on the screen. I'll just make you eat a bean anyway. No, it's fine. Whatever you want to do. This is fine.
Yep, that's what we got.
Hey, everybody.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to be playing a little bit of baseball
Oh, are you kidding me? Okay.
to start.
Okay. What are we? Where? Okay.
But I took it out so that there's not a secondary people out in the field. The things automatically move
okay.
for us.
Okay.
Wah! Wah!
Actually, I do kind of. I feel like I pitch well, but I'm not good at batting, so I don't know. Hey, Dave.
Yes.
The past, present, and future walk into a bar. It was tense.
Wah! So we're gonna play some three innings of ball.
Three innings. Okay.
Then we're going to play a evilly handpicked cavalcade of some mini games.
Aha!
And then we're going to play one race of Mario Kart. And it seems like everyone said they want some version of Rainbow Road.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Baseball says Vladdy.
Okay. What do I do to hit? Just the
X,
right. Okay.
Or this, whatever button it
Okay.
is.
Whatever one's on the right.
And left and right to get in and out of your...
Okay. Well, that took its time getting down there.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Damn it!
Ha! Dave, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm enjoying this.
Good. I'm actually glad you're enjoying it.
Just run his ass over. Don't think I don't see you over there on third. Oh, wow.
So happy Mario Day to y'all watching out home. Place your bets, by the way. StubHub tickets counters are still open to catch the third and final inning. But it looks like the stands are pretty packed out there, Boater. What do you think?
Yeah, there's a decent amount of fans on both sides ready to go.
Waluigi seems to be a little bit tentative out there, losing the ball left, right, and center.
Well, not center yet. Oof. Center would be that home run.
Don't you tell me low battery.
I'm winning. Alright, it's my turn now. This is actually an easier way to not touch your face because it's like, oh, my hands are occupied.
Nice.
I did say to someone that we would be doing this, and they said, "Oh, but you're fine touching each other's face."
So you're back on this one.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like we said not to touch our own face.
No,
but
thank
I
you.
could.
No, thank you.
Using tactics. Dave, how many times have I slapped your face over the years with Boater plays something in various?
Many a many.
Guess what? I'm up.
Nice.
Look at me getting confident and probably about to lose it next time.
I don't know. Waluigi's had some bad pitching rounds on him.
Oh, thank you to your fielder for helping that out there.
Oh yeah. Those little cups are gonna be walking home from the stadium.
Really need to itch. It's right here, Dave. But I see those beans there, and I see a lot of buttered popcorn or rotten egg.
Unfortunately, this game does not have a mercy rule. Bravo!
How does that work? Was that like fastball that I hit at just the right time?
Yeah, it's like a matter of like precision timing and being at the right angle.
Yeah.
For the pitch machine, and then the.
That was a grand slam too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Grand slam witch! Woo! Thanks, Vladdy.
Waluigi looks shaken out there. The coach is getting pissed. He might be looking to sub in.
I got this.
You gonna pick up your Joy-Con?
I'm good. I gotta write down the time code for, recap highlights. I mean, I'll use my other hand just to... Whang! You guys are never in the right spot.
That's okay. because I may have been thoroughly trounced in this baseball game, but there's still 2 more rounds
That's
to
true.
go.
There are still 2 more games. I mean, there's also another inning of this, Dave. So,
I don't think I'm going to get 10 runs in 1 inning, considering I've gotten no men on base.
no, I'm not saying you have a chance. I'm saying, like, we gotta wait. Oh, there it is. Hey, you know what? We got 8 runs that inning. That makes me happy. All right. Wines up at bat. I assume that after you get your 3 outs, it's not going to make me...
Oh, it will.
Okay. It's still going to have me go up to bat even when I'm lead. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. It's actually, you know what? I can't remember whether or not it does that for the end of the game.
Well,
It would make
we're going to
sense
find out.
But it is a Nintendo game, and Nintendo always liked to rub the hurt in. That's why bonus stars were a thing.
It really is. Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
star right fielder out there. I played right fielder. I was a champion dandelion kicker.
Kicker?
Oh yeah. Just go up and give him the boot. Watch him go flying. Oh, nice. Did you play some sort of little league, some sort of baseball when you were a tot?
I mean, I did, but I'm glad that it is over.
I did and did not continue that past my single digits.
I actually got.
Okay, cool. It's not going to make us do the bottom of the third.
I set a very cool record that no one is ever going to match in my in the league, which is that every time I went up to bat, I got on base because I was always hit with the ball, 100% of the time. Every asshole kid out there realized that I was hit with the ball. I went home with so many Rawlings brandings on my person that I should have charged them for it.
What's this?
So there are 5 minigames. You try to do the best you can in each of the minigames, and the one with the most points wins the whole thing. Vladdy93 gave me the order and the choices in which. So it goes sizzling steaks, candy shakedown,
I'm glad that I have a 1-game lead so far because I have no idea what this is going to be like, but I also know that, like...
trike harder.
So hold on, this is a 3-round thing. The first round was baseball.
Yes.
Is this the second round?
Yes.
Is the third round Mario Kart, or is
Yes,
there...
it is. The one race in Mario Kart.
Okay. I don't have much confidence in myself in Mario Kart. I'm good at racing games, but Mario Kart is so off of like anything like simulation that I have no idea how it's gonna go.
And Fuzzy Flight School.
So we're gonna do this.
Vladdy exclamation point, Dave.
Okay, okay. So like this. Cook every surface of the cube.
When you start, though, you have to tap that button. Now, I lived in a household.
Oh, stop rumbling when it's fully cooked. Okay.
I lived in a household with 2 masters of this game. And if you throw the square away, by the way, you start over.
Yeah. Yay! I know what I'm doing then. What are we gonna cook today? Okay.
I'm a righty, and I have this on my left hand. I'm so screwed.
Nope. Do the thing. Aha! You tried to take on someone who had his own YouTube cooking show.
In one minigame, yes.
Just saying. Okay, we're waiting on... Oh, my Lanta, this is gonna be a while. I didn't even end up tilting the pan at all. It would just rotate on its own, and I would flip it when I needed to.
Hey, if you found a successful strategy.
Strats. Candy Shakedown.
This one is devious and evil.
Hey, what's this? Ah, what? Battery depleted? On mine. Dave, what are you trying to pull?
Is your battery not
Yeah,
responding?
that's why it said battery depleted up in the corner.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything. A lot of these games throw out lots of fancy terminology. So, we shall...
Voter wins. Shut out.
You need to unhook yours from your wrist, because it needs just a moment of juice.
Alright, so we're going to pop these back onto the system for a moment. In the meantime, let's tackle our community
Oh, yeah.
questions. So, every week on Discord, we... Yes. So every week on Discord, we're on the DAM314 Weekend Wednesday Discord. We ask a question, try to get some responses, and we'd love to hear what you guys think right here in chat as well. And this week, I've been gotten back into streaming on my own lately. I've been obviously doing the Citadel here Tuesday nights, which we're playing Mad Max again tonight. We'll get there, but I've started streaming a little bit again on my own. It's been a while. And I've been streaming the remastered Age of Empires, a game from 1997. The remaster came out in 2018, 21 years later, and it's just gorgeous. I'm loving it. Like, it plays like the original almost entirely, except for a few really good quality of life updates. I love it. But I wanted to ask, what game do you want to see remastered, or in the case of Final Fantasy VII, totally remade? Where they're doing their own thing and taking it into a modern game design sphere, but keeping some of the spirit of the original. So remaster, remake, reloaded, whatever the worst Matrix sequel was called. What game do you want to see like that? So I actually... I have a hard time with this question because most of the ones that would come to mind for me naturally have, in a sense, had that. Descent 2 comes to mind, but the game came out with Overload the team came out with Overload a couple of years ago, which is a spiritual sequel.
Nice.
I would still love to see an officially licensed remaster of Descent 2, but Overload works for me. I would say Descent Free Space, except that the community has stayed on top of developing that engine, more textures and everything like that. So it's basically been remastered by the community continually for the last 15 years. So I guess in the end, I'm just going to say Diablo 1.
The only Diablo voter will play.
Go ahead, give us one from the Discord community, and then I'll relay the one from chat here.
Kid Icarus Kid had immediately a list that he liked.
There was a lot of discussion, which was really cool.
Resident Evil 4, Skull Monkeys, and Burnout 3. Friday Regular, Akai 1988, said Burnout Revenge and Indigo Prophecy, which would be really cool to see.
Oh, yeah.
Anti-Klaus Prime said, I'd love Demon Souls remaster, please, and maybe remaster the first Thief as well, and Eternal Darkness back from the GameCube.
Yep.
Daytona USA remaster on console.
So of those, the one that would interest me personally the most would be Burnout. So like Burnout had a really good era around Burnout 3, and like the games to either side of it. Like Burnout 3 was the one that I loved the most.
Yeah.
And I would love one in exactly that vein, but with modern fidelity, modern textures, models, etc. And if possible, officially licensed vehicles, though I understand why they can't do that with Burnout.
Vladdy93 in chat had the original Fallout game remade for modern day tech.
Yeah, there was actually a game that in a similar vein, the original System Shock, that was going to get remastered by a team through Kickstarter. And then they ended up going the remake thing. They had everyone's money, but they just kept expanding their scope so bad that they ran out of money because they weren't doing what they said they were going to do and what they had budgeted for to get that money for. And the scope got out of control, and it fell apart. And that's so unfortunate because I tried to play System Shock 1 maybe about 5 years ago because I had never played it.
Yeah.
But I read a fan fiction of it that was so good. He made a print copy, like self-published, available, and I bought that. Free Radical by Seamus Young. Look it up. Really good. But System Shock is unplayable if you have no experience of having played it before or any reason to play it. And I want a remaster of that.
And then our last one that wasn't just discussion based, which again to the Garnted Cult and everyone on the Weekend Wednesday Discord, thank you so much for always helping out and chatting with this stuff. Amp Slayer 88 put Persona 1 through 3 remasters, Drakengard, Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2, Trials in the Sky 1 to 3,
Wow.
Test Drive, Eve of Destruction.
I said what game, and he just gave me a folder of Demon Dragon, meanwhile, says Shadow Hearts and Legend of Dragoon, which were PS2 and PS1 respectively.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow Hearts, we've been wanting to play for a while, but our PS2 is close to biting the dust and won't read either her disc or her best friend's disc. We've tried both. It's her favorite game, and we haven't been able to play it. So, let's get a remaster so we can play it on a current system, because PlayStation hasn't been the best with backwards compatibility.
I mean, you can buy it digitally.
Saying with backwards compatibility, Legend of Dragoon is one of those that, you could play it on the PS3 because you can play PS1 games on your PS3, but she kept running into an error, and I had to, search online, and it's, oh yeah, don't do this one thing in that boss fight at the end of Disc 1, because otherwise you won't be able to switch to Disc 2. And then I was able to help, 3 customers coming into the store saying, yeah, this is damaged, it's not working. I'm like, is this thing happening when you go to Disc 2? Yeah. Here's some advice. Let's just get it properly remastered. Can't buy Shadow Hearts digitally, which is the other problem.
Yeah,
we need
no.
an actual remaster for it to actually be available. But who has the rights? Konami. What do they want to do? Pachinko machines.
And not let people make their games.
Yeah.
Under any circumstance.
Yeah.
Because they don't make games anymore.
No, they do. Dave, what would you choose?
I had a lot of fun with a lot of different games, but the ones that come to mind are
I'm taking a bean. Oh my
immediately... Alright, so bean it is. I don't know why you're spinning, because there's only 2 flavors in there.
Yeah, that one was closest to this one, which was the buttered popcorn or rotten egg. Sorry, continue.
But the games that I would really like to see remastered were either the Gundam Battle Assault, which was a Gundam side-scroll fighter, the Federation vs. Xeon games, which were a lot of fun because it was an open world. You would drop onto this one small map, you would fight enemies based upon the area or things like that. You would get to customize your mechs, things like that, and it was basically like a Godzilla Destroy All Monsters with Gundams, and I really liked that. And the game that I would really like to see remastered, because I would play it to no end, would be Jade Cocoon.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they would have to get a lot of artists and some game studios that don't exist anymore, which might actually be cheaper and more plausible, to revitalize that product. Or at least Jade Cocoon 3. You put 2 out on the PS2, and it did pretty well, considering that the property people didn't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, would be my picks.
Nice. Thanks to everyone that left a comment, whether it was here or over at the Discord. I love hearing about this kind of thing. Dave, if you can start to get us set back up for the game. But yeah, I really like kind of getting these... my nose, again. I can't do it. I've broken the seal. I love getting feedback like this. And there's like you get a lot of like really interesting topics and such as well. So,
All right.
how am I doing this? All right. So we've switched controllers.
We have?
Yes. Oh, I put
we
that on
haven't.
upside down. You had given me the other one first, but this is fine. That works now. But- okay, cool. Hold on,
so
which way
that's-
is up? I don't understand.
That's the fight with the game.
Eh. So it's just get it until all the candy falls out.
Yep. Because some of the candies are hole-shaped, some of them
Yeah.
stand in front of the hole, and some of them get in the way.
I don't want to reset. Yay. Okay, cool. This one's gonna
And then
ruin us.
SL and SR.
Okay.
I like the idea that we're standing at a table
Yeah.
doing this.
Just rattling out candies.
all over the floor, the ceiling, breaking
The
stuff.
ceiling, Dave?
Yeah. Because some people are hucking candy everywhere.
Get.
Mario appears to have just quit playing. Daisy
Yeah.
is doing the old turn and throw method.
There. Get. What the?
Yes, Buddha, let the anger flow through.
Meh.
Let your feelings you know to be true.
No. Come on, our controllers are dying, guys. Wrap it up. It's not that hard. Hold it upside down, let them fall. You had one left. Alright. So you're slightly ahead of me.
And Mario is
Okay.
not
Try
even
harder.
close.
Hold on, what?
So this one you literally...
I have this on the wrong hand.
You wiggle those hands to wongle.
Yeah, because remember, this was on your left hand before?
Yes. And that's why when upon the baseball game, when the meat game, when I realized I was having an issue,
You forced my my controller to die so that you could switch.
I mean, I switched it after the game, but
Okay. I think
fiddle and faddle and
I wasn't even holding the controller. I was just holding the strap and just using that to yank it around in circles. It was really close though. So okay, so I am back in first, but just barely. Gridiron Gauntlet next.
next one is don't get run over. That's all you got to do.
Ow.
Shouldn't be that
Oh, it's
hard.
just move. Okay. What am I? Okay. Okay. Get tackled 3 times and you're out. All right. Oh, damn it. I'm trying to be fancy. Oh, come on. I was not. Oh, well, I'm losing this one. What? That was garbage.
Ah! Ah, no! It's high school
I
all
will
over
say
again.
that third one was garbage, but the first two, because I was like, if I can get in the way, then I'll be able to disrupt you, so you won't be able to go anywhere. And I should have just played defensively.
This one you just dodge the fuzzies. Not so hard, pal. You just go around the little fuzz things and don't get hit 3 times. Otherwise, butterfingers.
Okay. Voter lost, so it's garbage. Shut up. That third hit was garbage. The other two were perfectly legitimate. Oh no. I can't see, the others are sitting in the way.
That's actually a totally legitimate strategy in this game. It's the whole, if I can't see, you can't see either!
Jesus. Good. Get out of here. Look at us both just hiding in the corner. Have you gotten hit once yet?
Nope.
Same. Not same. Haha! Oh, come on. Oh, no! Oh, it's speeding up, too. It took a while to do it, but yeah, it's definitely going faster now. Oh, I see, just padding out your lead.
Oh, yes. Oh, God. Oh, God! What was that?
I mean, at this point, was that game 5 or is that just... Okay. Alright, cool. So that's 1-1 then, and we go into Mario Kart for the tiebreaker, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Wah!
Well, that's pretty. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Congratulations!
Nintendo designs a beautiful game.
Okay, so now on to Mario Kart. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If you could plug your controller in while I set this up, so that we don't have any
Don't have that happen
chicanery
again.
or shenanigans.
Come on. Do the thing. There we go. Although, again, I point out to you that that's the one that the battery died. Oh, damn it.
Boater not able to exhibit a lot of self-control to
Listen,
not touch
it's been
his face.
over an hour. Oh, that was the pink one. What even was that normally?
It's
Oh, that was
either-
strawberry banana smoothie. Mmm.
I know I could have closed the game out, but let's be entirely honest. No one ever turned off their Nintendo games. You just ripped the cartridge out, and the game went wah!
A force of chaos over here. So, folks, we're going to do a race in Mario Kart that appears like it's going to be on Rainbow Road. And then we are going to call that an evening here because we are already a little bit over time.
Well, thank you for allowing this overtime.
Oh, absolutely. Totally fine. And
Celebrating
then,
Mario Day
we're looking
here
for-
on Same Games TV.
And then after this, it will be Mad Max over at the Citadel. I'm going to need a controller.
Yes. Wanted to give yours a little more time to juice.
Damn it. Fell into the beans. I gotta switch hands again.
We're going to play 50, 100, 150 cc. What's the...
Jeez, I don't know. Not 50.
Not 50 cc's?
50 cc's of putsy Mario characters.
Like, if I'm gonna lose, I'm not gonna lose at, you know, half a mile an hour. Alright, and looks like it's King Boo this time.
Oh boy, I'm still unlocking stuff on Mario Kart. These do have like stats, by the way.
I don't care. I'm gonna go with the Mercedes because it's ridiculous. Hold up. What is this?
The Master Cycle Zero. It's from Breath of the Wild.
Okay. I'm going with the Mercedes because it's really dumb. This matters, everybody. Monster Truck Mercedes! Alright, yeah, I'm good. I feel good about this.
I don't know that you can pick just one track, so we'll just do the first one of whatever.
What are you looking for?
I don't think we can pick just one race.
Okay.
So we'll just have to do whichever the first track is, and that'll be our.
Okay.
Our thing.
That's unfortunate.
Classy conversations. in the
Beautiful.
world
Yeah.
now.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? Let's do this one so that Goldmine doesn't count, but it's a practice of like how do I Mario Kart again? Fine.
Okay.
And then Rainbow Road is the one that counts.
So this is the Super Nintendo version of Rainbow Road, by the way. It'll be exciting. It'll be different. It'll be new. It'll be live on Insane Games TV.
Da da da. Oh, I didn't realize we're both purple. I didn't even think about that.
Get out of my way!
I don't know what the controls are other than this one makes us go faster. Also, there's a lightsaber in the way.
You are
Okay.
at no deep advantage because I literally do not remember the controls.
Really? Left trigger appeared to throw the weapon.
A is, or down is like the hard break.
Okay. Ow. Stop that.
Up is how you check your,
God, stop it! Stop it! I will hurt all of you. As soon as I can find one of you. And I'm not wrong that just holding down the right button is how you go zoom, right?
Yep.
That's the go button. There's not a different go button that would go faster. This is the go button. Oh look, it's me.
oh god.
Ah, damn it. Stop. Y'all are being poops. Oh, that's what that does. Okay.
Does anyone in chat remember how to... what the button for... Never mind.
What were you trying to...
You can drift in this game,
Yes.
and I just do not remember what the button combo to get your vehicle to do
Did it
that
get a little bit
is.
sideways? Yeah.
If you figure it out, Boater, do not tell me.
Why would I tell you? You're ahead of me. Oh, okay, I did not do that well. For a moment, Dave, I was in second.
So I think the Boater isn't the best at Mario games. Nightwing Boater is not a Nintendo
No, I didn't.
regular.
I didn't grow up with a Nintendo. You know, I have played very little of Mario games in my life. Mario Party, for the most part, I've done fewer than half a dozen Mario Kart races in my life.
This is 2 of them. The Rainbow Road on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, that looks so evil.
I do wish that I knew what slide was.
I have a feeling it's left. Oh, it's the right bumper.
Oh, the
button.
right bumper. Okay, yep. That makes sense. Oh, no. Whoop. Oh, wow. That was close.
It's like grip.
Yes. Yes, it is. Ow. I got smushed.
I ardently refuse to lose to Bowser's progeny. It's just not gonna happen. Almost slipping on my own banana, gonna cause me some problems.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I don't like this. Okay. Did okay. Oh, that's a banana.
No!
Oh no, I'm gonna get hit. Yep. Oh boy, this is... Well, Dave, I'm pretty sure this one's yours. Because I play somewhat more realistic racing games, so I'm used to, like, racing lines having a lot more effect.
Yeah.
No! No! That's not gonna do me any good. I think I was like, haha, Mercedes, but I'm pretty sure this is moving a lot slower than anything else on the track.
Well, the Monster Truck tires probably didn't do you any favors either.
Probably not. But I'm not saying, oh, it was a game. No, I lost. So, fair and square. Dave, they say, maybe not handshakes. So I say, good game. Well played.
And thank you for joining me on this fun little excursion on Mario Day.
Absolutely. Thank you to everyone in chat who has joined us on Mario Day. Thank you to everyone who has joined us here on the Nerd Glasses podcast. It is going to take us just a few minutes for me to switch over to the Citadel and get everything going there for Mad Max. Should be ready to go by our 9 o'clock start time. Should be just fine. Looking forward to it. I hope that all of you are... I hope that you will stay, and if not, I hope you have a great night. Dave, anything to add?
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and I look forward to bringing you another week of programming here on Insane Games TV. Make sure you check out a program you haven't yet this week. It's a lot of new folks, a lot of new faces, and a lot of changes going on around the presentations. So something you may not have liked a little while ago, 2 weeks ago, may now be a totally different program.
And Dave, if I can actually... What I should have done is I should have offered to shake your hand.